Well, hello folks, welcome along to another video on the channel. My name is the Custard Prophet and we're back here with a bit of Geoguessr. Last time out we went on a different sort of map, but I'm going to try and get my diverse world record. My world record, it's not actually a world record. Without moving, how high can I get a score? And previously I've got 22,553, I think, off the top of my head. So basically I have the ability to lose 500 points per map, which is not a lot. So let's dive in and see if we can get anywhere near that. I've done a couple of test runs and I got 13,000 in both of them. A few good rounds and a few terrible rounds, but if we can get all good in the same thing, we might be all right, folks. Let's dive in. Okie dokie. So, looking at this, my immediate thought was, Argentina, but looking at that guide there, I think perhaps we're talking about Africa, but these mountains here, so is this Lesotho? This little mountainous region here. Is Eswatini? Well, not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. I thought it was Lesotho which had the mountains, but we'll keep going for a second. It looks like that is something like Spanish or something like that. Red. I'm going to say Brazil. And I don't know where though in Brazil, and it doesn't really matter unless we absolutely smash this. So going to go a little bit inland. It is Brazil. I'm quite pleased with that, but way off. Right, okay, so cattle grate, got wrong way signs there. Stop signs. I mean, look at this cattle grid. Looks like it's been annihilated. We've got a sign there, I think. I think this is probably the US, isn't it? So we're talking probably somewhere in this in this kind of region here where it is like super warm. It's just that kind of tundra, isn't it? So we'll go there. Actually, that's a pretty damn good guess. 3,700. We were in Utah. We were one state away. Still bloody miles away. So this is the UK. Or Ireland. Important to clarify that. Hard to tell which, based on what we got here. It's very flat. And as we know, if things are flat, it tends to be near Norfolk. But sort of looking around, I don't know, I sort of almost feel it's more likely to be Ireland than mainland UK. Not that Ireland is. Yeah, Northern Ireland would be mainland, not mainland UK, but dear me, I don't know. I'm probably going to regret this. I'm going to go in the centre of England. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. 4,700. So he pulled a little bit back there. Went near Derby, and it was just to the west of Stoke-on-Trent. And considering I grew up, in this area here, well, that's not bad. Where's Burton? I've lost Burton. There it is. Burton-on-Trent. That's where I grew up. Right. So one pretty good, one not so good. Are we able to pull things back even more? I can't quite read. I've got numbers on the sign, but I can't quite read anything else on that sign. On the right side of the road, That hydrant should tell me something. Do we have any? I think this. Looking at this truck, this is a Chevy, isn't it? This has to be the US or Canada, and I think I'm gonna go for that. We're on this eastern side in this sort of this kind of area here, so reasonably well populated, but you know, a little bit of money around here, I think, but also there's some farmland and stuff like that. So we'll go there and we'll see how that looks. Not bad guess. 4,200. Still not out of it. We get an absolute corker of one, which is not this. What the heck's over there? I'm not entirely sure what that is. Right, I think that's just what it's fire. It's fire. I can't see down there to know what that is. I kind of feel, looking at all this, and it may be completely wrong, I've got Switzerland in my mind. Looking at this style of building, all this sort of stuff, it feels kind of like that. Sound of music, people running around throwing things at each other, if that's what they did there. So that's what we're going for, but not in the mountainous regions here. We're going to go over here in these rolling hills. Gonzwil. Wow. And again, not a bad go there. Now, I don't know if this next one's really good. If this is a 5k one, I don't think we'll be far away. I think we're maybe not quite there, but it's not a bad guess, is it? Not a bad guess. One country over. And we have this as the big one to get everything, and it's not going to be easy. Big yellow house. A lot of elevation changes. I've got no idea about the road. So, I don't know. We can't see the car at all. Sometimes you can. There's not another car on this road. So we were pointing in this direction. I have no idea whether it means that that's the way. But we've got this kind of sort of this road going down the mountain. And I wonder, and I'm trying to think, there's been a few like Top Gear episodes where they've gone on these kind of, so I think we're talking Austria when this type of road, I mean Europe, not Austria necessarily, but Austria was what I was thinking, but I was thinking that's quite close to Switzerland, but that's what I think. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with it, folks. So, you know, good. We're going to go there near Fushi, or maybe, oh, here, look at this. It's like going up and down the mountain. And it's Italy. It's actually not far away from the previous one. So let's have a look what that is, because I reckon that's pretty good. 20,993, I would say, is a pretty damn good effort. But we will keep going. Right. So, right-sided driving, very straight roads. I think this is South Africa. Something similar to that. No, Mexico. That helps. Tepic and Mazatlan. Somewhere between Tepic and Mazatlan. I don't know where either of these are, but we'd probably be able to find the 15, I'd have hoped. Mexico's a fairly 16, 14, 15. Mazatlan is on this side. So we'll go somewhere in there. I don't think there's any way of working this out. Right, there we go. 4923. Well, this is a good start. That was a pretty helpful little. And we've got another one here. West New Biggin. Well, this is. You would think this is UK. Just let's confirm that. Yeah, left side. Why you can't see in there? West New Biggin. So UK. Should we go something like Norfolk? No, we've not heard of this place, but it's quite flat. We'll go somewhere like that. Oh, it's more north than I thought. That's a little disappointing. 4,335. So, okay, we're about on par at the minute. But that's fine. That's fine. We can do this. We can do this. So we've got some crossings there. So this is Canada or the USA, I think. That's confirmed because we got on the right side cars on the right side. Right, what have we got over here? So is this? Well, it's quite a mountainous area. 21st Street under 31st Street under construction, but we don't know where we are. And the thing is, I'm going to suggest maybe on the west coast. So, but it looks quite warm. So, would something like Sacramento feel about right? Or is it actually just look a summer day in a more cold northern town? I think it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. So, I mean, is that too far north? Is this? Are we actually in British Columbia? I can believe that. I can believe we're in British Columbia. Although none of those places look. Could we be there? Maybe not. Seattle. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go there. Grants Pass. I think this is where we are. Grants Pass. Imagine if this is the right one. We were. Bollocks. Oh my. Where were we looking? We were looking up here. We were looking up there. Just didn't. Oh dear me. Well, we're on to the right thing, so I think there's no way back from this. Was it 4? We'll have a go at this one, but okay, so interesting language there. Not quite sure what that is. Doesn't really look like anything I recognise, but then it's everything looks. Is this something like the people look like? That maybe is the helpful thing. Are we talking? I mean, it doesn't look right, but maybe it is. Maybe we're sort of thinking Greek, Athens. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, folks, that's all I managed. Didn't quite get there in the end, but we had a good few goes. We had some really, really good ones. The one you're going to see was the closest I got. At one point, I thought we could just about get there. We didn't quite manage it. But if you did enjoy that, I'm going to keep going for this record. Be fingers crossed I can get there. It's a real challenge to actually get there, and we were not that far away, just maybe a 1,000 or so off, unfortunately. But we will try again to get there, because I think with the right set of seeds, it can absolutely be done, even with my meagre skills at this game. But if you enjoyed that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let me know down in the comments how you got on with those, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.